I have a sister? I do not know what to think. It is something I never even considered. I must not let it affect me. There's too much work to be done. I need to get more power to the cables. Building additional conductors will take too long. But if I dismantle parts of the rocket ship network, then rewire the remainder directly into the throne. But if his chamber is breached, there will be no need. It is no use. He will never teach me the art. Questioning him about it only makes him suspicious. Perhaps, with him out of the picture, I can learn it from the dunny. I cannot proceed without a sample. I've tried shipping off pieces from the chamber using every possible method save the crystal, but my efforts have all proven fruitless. How can I convince him to give me a piece? Or better yet, a set of matching pieces. This will require a very delicate touch. I wonder if he still enjoys playing. So that was my dear little sister. I see now why he's so taken with her. She's only a child, and yet several times during our discussion I caught her studying me, attempting to ascertain what to believe. How much have they told her, I wonder? I don't even care. It's obvious they value her more than they ever did Akinar and me. Very well, then. I shall use even that to my advantage. Retrofitting of the old crystal cavern proceeds on schedule. The loss of my lab was a setback, for I cannot continue frequency tests until all the cavern walls are removed. But that explosion has made me very cautious. I would rather dangle over the stars than have solid rock walls explode on top of me. No! He cannot do this! Why is he bringing her into this? I will not allow it. I will not allow a mere child to have that much power over me. How dare he agree to teach her the art? There must be a way, some way to get the knowledge from her. But how? Go ahead, Father. Go ahead and teach her. If you insist on giving this power to Yeesha, then I will make sure you're also giving it to me. I have found the frequency.
So he is completely unrepentant and conniving and planning against them, even talking about getting his father out of the picture. So he's still planning on trying to kill Atrus, and clearly has not changed his tune at all as a result of his imprisonment. So this has been all for naught, it would seem. He manipulated them into giving them a chess set so they could use the crystal to attack them with, and then still played along by pretending to care about the game of chess, which, to be fair, he seemed to care. He seemed to genuinely care about it anyway, because he was yelling in his own room about it, despite there nobody else being there. So he still wanted to beat Atrus there, even though he didn't. It wasn't actually the point. The funny thing is that Cirrus is the character I first encountered where I can just read his thoughts instead of actually having to read his journal myself. And yet he has the cleanest handwriting of any character seemingly in the Myst universe. Like, he has such a nice, careful way of writing that it's like, oh, this would be so easy to read myself, as opposed to the crap I've had to try to interpret up until now. Which is funny, because you would think that his handwriting would maybe degrade when he's forced to write for only himself for the last 10 years, 20 years, and nobody else ever reads anything he writes, so he doesn't have to keep it tidy for anyone else, whereas the other people write around other people, supposedly. What am I looking at here? So now we have some idea, I think, what's going on, which is that at the very least it would appear that he was specifically trying to use this room to, yeah, he's taking a piece of wall and he was trying to figure out how to make it break using the crystals. So he used a matching set of crystals, the two knights, which is why there wasn't a knight on the other side of over by the chessboard, I believe. I think. So he's using the two knights and using resonant frequencies to obliterate the linking chamber. And that was his whole goal. That explains what this chamber exists for. I'm just confused about the bridge that requires this weird combination. Like, I don't understand why that existed. 1055. What is your deal? 1055 is the combination that would have made sense if they had to add up to 20, and yet 1066 is what worked. I even counted it multiple times to be sure. What is happening here? He's dropping in. It's so bright. So it's the crystal thing. It comes in along the tube, which comes in from somewhere else entirely, then drops into this thing. 12, 12, 12. So these are the combinations that that already existed. He said that it can't touch any grounded surface or it loses its power. So he had to create some sort of weird sequence of chambers that match these resonant frequencies, and then it would cycle through each one and then end up somewhere else or something? Is that what's going on here? He dumps into this thing. There's a handle here. There's a piece of dome wall that's blocking everything. I think this used to be an elevator, but then this fell down it and destroyed it, which would explain that the elevator I encountered, I think I encountered an elevator at the beginning of getting to this world that didn't seem to work, and then later found one that did work. And so I think the one that didn't work might be this one that seems to have collapsed. The question is, what am I trying to do here next? Haven't I already won? Like, I needed evidence that he's a prick, basically, and that we shouldn't trust him. And I already found that, so can't I just leave now? Which, you know, just use the linking book I came with? Because that's still there, isn't it? Can I do anything with you? Or is it just gonna sit here? I saw... Did I imagine that? Thought I saw the hands move. Here. What happened? All that happens is you can move it slightly down, which causes the center thing to go up. Huh. That's the slider for that thing. Can I get around behind? Okay, so you can see it crashed through here and obliterated everything along here. That whole chunk of wall is missing. It seemed to fall down the center of this and obliterate that stuff. Nothing seems overtly interactive here. I don't think I can press a button or anything on this thing, which, I mean, isn't really the point of this place anyway. That lever over there, I'm just wondering if I can pull it to maybe drop this out so it goes away, the debris. Seems totally non-interactive. Let's review this thing again. Explain something to me.
Interesting problem. The inner matrix wants to hold on to an electrical buildup indefinitely, but it loses it as soon as the crystal touches a grounded object. So, how to keep the crystals isolated until I can use them?
Nope. Same information I thought I had, which is that it holds energy until it touches a grounded object. That doesn't tell me how to operate the machine, though. Let's go ahead and save. I haven't done one of these for a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we have the bomb crystals. When grounded, it'll explode. And this must be what I need to get out of the way, because this is on an elevator, so that'll probably make the elevator work again. Look at my notes. It was 12, 12, 12. Let's push you to the right. Because this one's 12, 12, 12, right? Yeah. So that should mean that if I can get the figurine or whatever to come in here, get the crystal to come in here, and then I can cause it to hopefully explode on this. Because I think this is supposed to be made of the same material as the chess pieces, because the whole point was that Sirius was trying to chip it off. Because he's trying to get the Nala, or Naya, or Nara, whatever it's called. N-A something A word. He's trying to get that because it's a super hard material, and he couldn't get it because it's too hard to chip off, so they got them to give him the chess pieces that are made of it. That's why he's using the chess pieces. So this is made of that, which means I need the chess piece stuff to come in here and blow up. So that's set to 12, 12, 12. How do I get it to physically go to there? Is the question. It's kind of a Hail Mary, but I could try setting the frequency to 12, 12, 12. Maybe that'll cause something to happen. Oh, maybe the switch I flipped back there that switched it over to like what looked like the figurine. Maybe that makes it so that this does a different thing now. Because what I was doing, because if just setting it to 12, 12, 12 was enough, then it would have done that already. Let's see here. Whoa, did it get bright in here? I'm sorry, why is it getting so bright? Oh my god. Oh. Those are all figurines. Every single one of them. There's like this massive catalog of them. I didn't put that together. These things are the same thing that he's using to explode things. Holy crap, he had a lot of bombs ready. So, on top of being like this massive manipulator that emotionally manipulates his mom and his sister to the benefit of his mission to basically kill his father and all of his other fucked up things he's got going on in his head, he had like almost like this nuclear arsenal in here. Like, this is so many bombs then. Oh, Jesus. There it goes. I was kind of hoping it would blow up, you know, when I'm over here. I might have to go over there, which is concerning, because explosions. Did it fall in the thing like I hoped it would? Yes. How do I... Is it this thing? Is this the grounding process? Like, does the matching pair explode as a result? Because I wouldn't want to stand over here while doing that. But we'll see. Why does it release itself, like, immediately? How do I... Is there, like, a mechanism here I'm missing? How do I make that go over there? I feel like a chunk of this game is spent searching for interaction points, basically. Like, what can I touch? I can only move this left and right. I can't, like, make it back up. Can I grab the handle specifically? No, it's just the same thing as grabbing everywhere else, I think. What am I missing? What am I missing? I swear I'm like right here, right? Do I flip the switch back? Will something change now if I do this? That was a loud sound. Should I be worried about that? What do you want from me? Ooh, maybe now that's flipped back, maybe when I ground this one it'll do something? Why does it do that? This surely does something, right? Whatever this thing is. I'm just not sure what it does. It's so distractingly, like, button looking, but I don't think it does anything either. How do I make the thing touch the thing? What am I missing in this room? There's got to be something in here that does something. Is it gonna be one of those ones where there's like a whole interactive object I somehow haven't found? Because that's like the biggest delay, is like I lost like an hour because I hadn't found a tube I could slide down. Are you guys involved? Do I do 12, 12, 12 again? Was I not supposed to get out of the chair? Was I supposed to stay in the chair and keep it going and then find something else to do? There it goes again. Okay. Yeah, this all indicates you need 4, then 11, then 36, and that's how you can get the ability to press this button to go down to the bottom floor. Oh, you dummy, I see what's happening here. Get out of here. I have to do it wrong on purpose. That's what's going on. I have it set to catch 12, 12, 12, but the whole point is to make 12, 12, 12 not get it has to be grounded, which means it has to not get caught in the safety thing, which means I have to move this like over here, and then it'll just fall out and hit the ground and explode. My problem here is that the lab technician in me is sitting here doing things correctly because I'm used to doing things correctly, and this is a lab basically. But no, we have to do the bad thing. We have to drop the sample on the ground. This is probably gonna be dramatic. Huh. I guess it makes sense. You think it'd be like... They talk about it, I thought it'd be like an explosion, but yeah, they talked about molecular destruction, so it kind of just melted. Oh, is that what happened with the bridge? That was attacked. The bridge was sabotaged and I got knocked out and I woke up at night, back when I was in the main starting town. So that means that it was probably Cirrus who sabotaged the bridge and might be the one who was trying to grab Yeesha when she was trying to get in the elevator. So it could be that, could be we're going back on our previous thing. The first game seemed to be all about which son was the good one, which son was the bad one between Cirrus and Akinar. And the trick answer was that they're both the bad one. It was basically the end of the game. It's like, by the way, they're both shitty people. That was the surprise. You thought them being color-coded red and blue might be some kind of clue. Nope, they're both bad guys. You gotta find the green book. They might change that here. It might be that Cirrus is the one who's unrepentant and maybe Akinar changed or something, but we won't know until I get there, I suppose. Maybe they're both still pieces of shit. Maybe Cirrus did the sabotaging and maybe it was Akinar who was trying to grab Yeesha. Although, how the hell would they know to both revolt on the same day? Because they don't have communication with each other, I would think. There's no indication of them communicating with each other here at the very least. We'll see. Okay. Does this do something? Why did I'm just confused why I did that. Couldn't I just walk back up? What was the hand for? I saw... There. What the heck? Oh, that's the wrong one. Well, it's a good chance for me to go back through my stuff, though. Delete. Let's go back to the beginning of the notes, basically, from this chapter. I think we're done with those. So, delete, 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 delete. Probably don't need the chessboard. It'd be I don't think the chessboards are going to be codes in this game. That'd be kind of dickish in a way they don't tend to be. The map. Some names. Maybe hold on to the names for now and the frequencies. Sure. Get rid of the chessboard. I think that's a bit unnecessary. That might be a clue for something, so we'll hold on to that. Alright, so we're down to 9 photos. Now it's gonna be 10. It's like some kind of color combination. Cyan, yellow, cyan, red, green, red. Screw you people who are red, green, colorblind. Let's just put those right next to each other. Is it stuck now? So I think that's that. Yeah, so it's just, it reveals whatever this is, which might be information I can use somewhere. Huh. That was kind of pointless. It was just the same cutscene again. It didn't show me him doing the ride and showing me his, like, perspective and his triumph or something. It just kind of... But it showed me that this thing wobbled, so I was able to notice that this thing's a pendant of some kind that's just sitting here. It's not necessarily as directly related to what's going on here. Why did I do this? Like, if I already have the information that he's the bad guy, can't I just leave at that point? Why did I need to fix his elevator? Am I done here? Do I leave? Did I win? Yeah, let's just assume I'm done here. Yeah, let's peace out. I got a weird combination that's probably, like, important for later or something. I don't know. I guess the explanation there is that, like, if I was confused about why my character was doing stuff, it's because my character also didn't have a reason to do what he was doing, because the only thing left to do was to leave. But I stuck around to do more puzzles for no reason, and suffered the consequences. And now that I have done said puzzles, now I know some kind of combination that'll come up at some point in the future, even though I don't have context for that being a puzzle yet, but I'll know it when I see it, I guess. That's my takeaway of this situation. Open, buddy. Let's get back to Tomana. Oops. Rag. There we go. Escape. Back to nighttime Tomana, where things made sense because there was only kind of a puzzle. where I was figuring out how to make the dam work. That was kind of nice, yeah. When I was back here, it was like, what's your goal? Yeah, turn the power on, and then turn the antenna on. I'm like, okay. I'll go until I find the thing that looks like it does power. Oh, look, a dam. A hydroelectric dam. That must be the thing I have to make it work. And then I go back into the building, I'm like, oh yeah, there's the antenna button. There, I did it. I knew it. I had an idea of what I was trying to accomplish. Who is that? Okay. Two things. One, that guy just went into a book, so there's an age over there, on top of these two ages right here. But also, he looked odd. I didn't recognize him. He seemed to have long hair and his clothes looked odd. Maybe Cirrus finally changed his clothes and his hair grew long from his 20 years of imprisonment? Or maybe that was Akinar, in which case I would be wondering if Cirrus is the one who escaped. How did Akinar escape the same day? But anyway, I was wondering if this game was just going to be in two ages, besides this one, of course. But apparently one of them's on the floor over there, rather unceremoniously. Add that to the checklist.